it's a tough loss. I thought our guys, we came out, we start the game well. Just got to play for 40 minutes. That's what we're searching to find, 40 minutes of play on both sides of the ball. But give Bellarmine credit. They made some plays, and they made some threes that they hadn't made all year in regards to shooting the basketball. You have to give them credit for that.
All right, Mark, first question.
Could you discern any changes in their approach between the first half and the second half, or it didn't look like they did much different?
Yeah, it was no different. I just think we needed to be a little bit better defensively in regards to getting back in transition, locating shooters, and just doing our jobs. What they do. They use the entire possession running their offense to where you have to stay disciplined and stay connected. But they did make some threes over the top of us that were timely and costly obviously for us.
There was a point in time where things started to change there, where it looked like they started to feel like they I don't know if I'd call them isolations, but that they could take some people down inside and just go to the hoop on them at that point in time. And it just seemed like from that point on forward, it was difficult to do. I don't know if it was their first step or whatever it was, but once they got going with that, it seemed difficult to defend. Were you a little bit surprised at that, or does the answer come from more help defense, or what?
Yeah, so we started out trying to help with Penn there, but they did a good job putting him in space, and he was able to work downhill, where our individual D had to be better. We need to be better on the perimeter and also on the block to where we could contain and stay home. But he made some plays down the stretch that were big with his post up, with his drives, that we need to be able to stay home. I thought we did a good job when the ball went inside, stand underneath, not allowing any back doors. But he really got going there in the second half there that hurt us. And also CJ made some shots. And, Alec, he had a career night shooting threes.
Mark?
Ask you the same thing I asked Day. 5 straight wins, and now you're on this losing streak.
Right.
What are you guys doing, if anything, to keep the team, I don't know, balanced, clear-headed, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're old enough, like I told the guys, to handle, wins, and we're also old enough to handle adversity. This is some adversity that we definitely have to get through. There's just no way around it. We have a good team. It's my job to keep them together and stay together. But at the end of the day, we got to play 40 minutes of basketball. That's been a hiccup here where we haven't put it together for 40 minutes. Even in the wins, I feel like there's been stretches of play to where we have to do a better job. And even at Clemson, we controlled the game for 30-some minutes and didn't finish it off. So it's my job to figure that out. And as we continue to get our rotation with James coming back and one other guy, Javen, at some point, I think it would help our rotation and help us, getting guys the adequate rest they need. But at the end of the day, we just need to be better, and that's on me.
Mike, you another?
It kind of looked like they were able to take the talent that they have and really run an offense that played to their strengths. It's not. I mean, they got the ball up and down the court, but even when they were running the half court, as you said, they're making you chase them the entire time. I would imagine after a while that can, one, get tiresome, and two, they're just looking for that little crack that they can get through.
Yeah. They did. They did a good job of moving the basketball. That's what they do. We went over it once we got back, and we talked about how they want to play. I thought in the first half, we did a good job. We didn't end the half like I would have liked, but I thought our guys did a good job. In the second half, I thought Penn, he was able to get loose, like you're saying, on the block, and then in open areas driving the basketball. Then it also opened up a couple guys to get some threes.
Data, from your perception, what changed between the first half and the second half?
I would just say energy and transition defense, just getting back, figuring it out, and stopping the ball quicker, locating the dominant guys who were hitting shots and continue to make shots.
Mike, you got a question?
Was there anything in particular about the offense that they were running that was significantly different than, things you'd seen, say, from other teams or what they'd run in the past?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure everyone else has seen that they had a unique offense as well, which was moving the ball, not letting it stick, and moving without the ball a lot. So that was really the difference in the game that they had other than other teams.
Mark, anything else?
So you guys got off to such a great start this year, and now you're struggling a little bit with 5 straight losses. Can you describe the mood in the locker room right now?
Of course, we have our highs and lows. It's a little bumpy road right now, but we're going to stick together. We're going to continue to gel together and stick to our brotherhood and continue to be a family.